with no jumper when your numbers don't really say you deserve one, but nonetheless, he got the interview. But what he chose to do with this opportunity is now backfiring badly. Lil Brazy has been a fixture in the gangverse of social media for the last year. And for the most part, he's gaining notoriety because people is looking at him kind of like a locale. It's like you're claiming to be a big blood from the treacherous state of Utah. One, nobody associate Utah.
Who the fuck is in Utah? What? Look at him. I should have known this nigga was in Utah. This probably chicken homie. And y'all want me to believe he out here thugging and gangbanging?
Out with treachery. I'm sorry if they are. We don't really look at Utah as a state where big bloods or big crips is coming from. But he's claiming he's a big gang member. He's claiming he's gangbanging, and that's the entire shtick. Because he looks like somebody who's obviously ain't about that life, who obviously won't bust a grape. The fact that he's claiming to be that is the whole shtick. People are laughing at him more than taking him seriously. However, he got a no jumper interview, and he chose to essentially make his life 1,000% more difficult in this no jumper interview. It's one thing to endear yourself into the hearts of many by putting up this big blood persona, even though we kind of know you're not really a big blood or you aren't really like that, to be honest. But then there's one thing to take that persona so far that you're now dissing actual murderers and killers in no jumper interviews. He has this weird obsession with EBK J-Bo that got him in a lot of trouble during his no jumper interview. So J-Bo ops are apparently his ops, even though him and J-Bo ops have never gotten into it. They never had no funk. They never had no beef. He simply is dissing people who are really about that life because EBK J-Bo don't like him, even though he's not from EBK J-Bo's gang at all. So this kid who we've seen in multiple confrontations clearly wouldn't hurt a fly. He's not about that life. He's a good kid at heart. Took it upon himself to diss one of EBK J-Bo ops bands who's clearly about that life. He's in jail for murder currently.
I think that you kind of have filled the space that J-Bo left behind when he got locked up this most recent time. I 100% agree, yes.
Insane take, but I'm with it.
What would you do if you ran into bands?
BK bands, I'm smacking the shit out of it.
What the fuck?
Kind of knew you were going to say that, but yeah.
Smacking the dog.
So anybody who's a J-Bo op is just really not somebody that you're a big fan of.
This kid's entire persona is imitating. What he thinks is cool is what he's going to imitate. Now, he's 15 years old. He got a kid already. I believe once you have a kid, it's time to grow up. So I can't give him that the kid is young excuse, bro. Because clearly we know he won't hurt a fly. Clearly we know he won't smack bands when he see them. But I believe this kid has watched enough interviews of his favorite rappers. He watched EBK J-Bo's interviews. He watched interviews of other rappers he's trying to imitate. And he believes this is the route to take. This is how I turn up. This is how I get lit. This is how I go viral. This is how rappers are supposed to act in interviews.
What else did he say?
Don't understand yet, and I think he's probably gonna in another interview 3 months ago.
Done dissing, nigga? You done dissing?
You done dishing Norte though?
Yes, I never, bro. I don't even fuck
Are
with
you done dishing Norte, nigga?
Yes, I don't fuck with you like that, bro.
What the fuck? This is him?
Oh, please stop.
All right.
Done dissing. I was not talking. Bro, God, what is this, bro? I thought I was coming to kick it.
I should beat your ass.
He talking about I thought I was coming to kick it. Yeah, that's how we set you up, goofball Jamal. That's how we get you out the crib, dummy. What you talking about? You thought you was coming to kick it. What is wrong with this little kid? Bro, come on, you coming to kick it in those?
I thought we was cool, nigga. Not come here for this. Hey, let me come.
Why did he just say, I thought we was cool, nigga? Why did he just say that?
I should beat your ass.
Bro, I thought we was cool, nigga. Not come here for this.
Bro, what? Oh my god, we just let anybody say shit nowadays. What?
Hey, let me call my moms.
You lucky there's white people here, nigga.
Let me call my moms. And we got this guy saying you lucky it's white people here.
Not come here for this. Hey, let me call my moms.
You lucky there's white people here, nigga. Lucky I won't beat your ass.
Let me call my moms, bro. I was not.
Bro, the world is crazy. This is niggas getting pressed nowadays. The world is crazy.
I'm not clowning this kid for his reaction because people his age are supposed to behave like that. When you're put in pressurized situations, you are supposed to crack. But what you don't do is leave that situation after you manage to escape it, and then you go right back to dissing Norteños. You go right back to dissing people who have already confronted you about dissing them, and you ain't want no smoke, no funk, and you caught the plea and said, bro, I'm not even like that, man. Let me call my mom.
If I grew up around like in LA, probably low-key, because like LA like is more Mexican, like Sureños, Crips, and Norteños, but like I mean the Norteños don't even run deep out here.
No, they don't be out here.
That's like a Sacramento type thing, or like
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay, tell me about
Why do he even what?
growing up in Utah.
I beef with all the Nortes.
Bloods versus Nortes is damn near like the 8 trays versus the 6 O's.
You actually know that? No.
It's more like how the Scraps and Nortes are supposed to be beefing.
The S word is a derogatory term for Southsiders. So not only is he dissing Norteños during this interview, he's also dissing Southsiders.
The Nortes be at.
The Nortes be over like on 21st and Pingree, 2-1. Sorry, not J-Bo, but you feel me? The North, all
That's what I was
that.
thinking. I'm like, that sounds familiar right
The North, on my mama. But
What?
yeah, they be over there on like 21st and Pingree, Thought Block. It's a little street. They don't be deep over there. West Side, we deep over here.
Hey, nah, but that shit's crazy though. My cousin, I'm not even gonna say no names, but he got shot in a shootout too.
By
It was
them
him
little- by
and the
them-
homie Baby
yeah.
Sav. He got shot
Yeah,
in the leg. My
by them
cousin
little-
got shot right here in the stomach.
Yeah, by
bro. They
them
left
little,
him in
by the Norths.
there. Damn. So if you like
Then
actually,
and then we bent a block or two. You feel me? A
get
couple
back.
times. Get back. You feel
Yeah.
me? They tried to push up on. I ain't even gonna say. They tried to push up on somebody crib. You feel me? And it went bad.
Your brother died, my brother was the one that faced him, type shit.
yeah, that lyric really stood out to me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
What happened that day at the mall, player?
Me and the homies pressed up on some chap. We did him hella cold. They wasn't recording the whole thing. I was sucking him up in the mall. Da da da. He called his
Bro, no,
homies.
you wasn't, bro. Why? How is we letting this go on? No, you wasn't. Look at his buddy. He can't even believe this. How much did we pay this little red munchkin? Bro, you're a whole bitch. Like, my sister will beat your ass. My little sister will beat your ass. Come on, bro. You're not fooling us. What's up with him? This is crazy. This is a mockery. This is what they doing now.
My homie ran. Fuck you for running. You're soft. You left me. Ran. The other homie put his hands up. Was like, "Oh, I want no
It was
problems."
you? You ran?
No, I'm not talking about you. No, the homie Mickey. But he ran, and then the homie he sat there. He put his hands up. He was like, "No, I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problems." Bro, big group of chaps. I'm talking about 10, 15 heads deep, brass knuckles.
If you're somebody who's into this malarkey, who's into
What?
this buffoonery, you will love watching this interview, man, because this kid had himself a time. For an hour straight, he was dissing every every gang member he knows, every hood he don't like. He was dissing everybody.
And he don't know.
Had himself a good old time. But here's the thing, though. The interviews only last for about an hour. You still got to leave the No Jumper building after the interview and go back to living real life. And what we began to see is
What
after
happened?
he got done the interview, after the interview dropped, he began to have a really tough time moving around his neighborhood and his city because those same people
Utah
was
really
very
get
upset
down?
that he decided to diss them on a very huge platform. And they went
Utah
looking.
get down?
And every time he was confronted, he had the looks of deer in headlights, understanding that he got himself in something that's a little too big for him.
Bang, where you from? Where you from, G? Yeah? Stockton. What the f it is for your little for? That's the name. The name.
Here's where
Oh
things
my
start to
God,
really.
No.
Where you from? Where you from, G? Yeah? Stockton. What the f it is for your little
Nigga scared as hell. He got his uncle talking for him and shit.
Here's where things start to really unravel. The person that he was with when he was confronted is his manager, Prestige. Prestige has been
Oh, that's his
managing
manager?
Lil Brazy for a little while now. When the No Jumper interview dropped, Prestige contacted Adam and No Jumper, and he was upset, claiming that No Jumper portrayed Lil Brazy in a bad light, and that No Jumper is responsible for some of the things that Lil Brazy said in the interview. No Jumper is like, what are you talking about? Like, we asked this kid questions and he answered it, bro. And half the time, he was dissing people unprovokedly. He was bringing people up to diss. So his manager, Prestige, who was already upset at No Jumper because he felt like No Jumper is the reason why Lil Brazy was turned up and said those things.
In the interview with him. If that was the case, why you ain't do the interview with him, fat ass?
Interviews, which to me is kind of crazy, bro. Because if you watch that interview, Lil Brazy came with a clear agenda. His agenda was he was gonna diss all his ops. So after the incident with Lil Brazy and the ops that pulled up on them at whatever store they was at, Prestige began to text Adam trying to set up a meeting, trying to talk. Adam is like, talk for what? Like, we have nothing to talk about, bro. Like, I don't know what you want from me. What exactly are you trying to sort out? The interview is already out. Like, what exactly are you trying to talk about? So Adam has sort of been like putting him off, letting him know, I'm busy, bro. Talk to you later, whatever. While he's trying to get Adam's attention, he realizes that No Jumper posted a video of him and Lil Brazy being confronted by the gang member at the 7-Eleven. He gets super pissed off. He gets irate. He feels betrayed by No Jumper. Now, every No Jumper post has a tag at the bottom of it. That tag is who posted the video or who made the post. So he sees the No Jumper employee who made the post. I don't know if I should say their name, but he DMs them. And he DMs them from Lil Brazy's Instagram account, cussing out the employee. The employee believes is Lil Brazy cussing him out. So then he responds back and they start beefing, exchanging threats. Whole time is Prestige from Lil Brazy account dissing the employee and creating more smoke and more enemies for himself. Because this employee ain't somebody to play with. He's a reputable member as well. So he has that going on with Lil Brazy and the employee. He gets so pissed off after this exchange. Adam is ignoring him. The employee is marking him out in the DMs. So then he drives to No Jumper. It's unclear where he's currently at, right? Because apparently he don't live in Utah per se. He is like believed to live in Denver. So it's unclear if he drove back to Denver or who knows. But he drove to No Jumper yesterday morning on a Friday. He got to No Jumper. Now, the employee don't know yet that this was the guy texting him from Lil Brazy account. He just thinks it's Lil Brazy and him was going back and forth. So he pulls up and he starts threatening, where is Adam? I want to see Adam. Nah, bro, F that, bro. Now, he tells the employee, the same employee that Lil Brazy, or he was going back and forth with, he tells this employee, hey, man, No Jumper is foul. They interviewed my artist without any supervision. So that's his entire beef with No Jumper, that No Jumper interviewed Lil Brazy without any supervision. He believes that Lil Brazy should have gotten an interview with an adult near him that could have stopped him from dissing or saying things about very dangerous people that he got no business dissing. Now, it's unclear what his solution is. I believe his solution might have been another interview where he's with Lil Brazy and they clear things up, but Adam ain't really like getting back to him. The Lil Brazy interview ain't really do that well. It did about 50,000 views. Does not really warrant for a second interview, but he never really got a chance to express what his solution is. He just was pressing where Adam at. Eventually, he left. He left No Jumper. Now, when he got back to wherever he was, he got back to texting Adam. Hey, bro, when I see you, I'ma kill you. Starts texting Adam threats. Now, as soon as he texted Adam those messages threatening to kill Adam, Adam went directly to the Instagram story, bro. And Adam let the world know. Why Lil Brazy manager texted me threatening to unalive me? Crying emoji. The only thing I got from this man is whoever Lil Brazy was dissing, they must mean business, bro. Dumb dudes is obviously dudes who you don't want to play with. Because the manager is moving like it's a life or death situation, bro. He moving like his life is in danger. I promise they not really concerned about me. They just get mad when you insult them online. So Adam believes that this dude thinks that he controls it or he could somehow stop the beef with Lil Brazy and the Southsiders and the Bloods. Is not happening, bro. I don't understand this thought process of contacting Adam or feeling like he could mediate street beef. No, bro. Issue my DMs if you don't want us to post you getting punked out at 7-Eleven. So this dude is DMing Adam too from Lil Brazy. You kind of want to create more allies than enemies. That's how you survive in this world.
What the fuck?
Everybody, bro. You kind of want to create more allies than enemies. That's how you survive in this world.
Brother.
So Lil Brazy, or I believe him from Lil Brazy account, will also issue an apology to all of Lil Brazy ops that Lil Brazy did during the No Jumper interview. Well, not an apology to all the ops, because he only apologized to the Southsiders because he said a derogatory term for Southsiders during the interview. And he says, I mess with all my essays and Southsiders. I'm from Utah. What I said doesn't mean the same thing. I meant no disrespect to the Southern side. But he's still not walking back the disrespect he said.
Fuck.